target. Hit execute. I just want to make manga. What do you want in life?
NINJAKEES. Yo ninjas, welcome back to the show. NINJABOX is still doing, and what did you ninjas eat today? Yes, welcome back to another episode of Party Time number 12. So in this video I want to give you ninjas some of what Party Time is for those that are new or want to hear it again, some Party Time updates and some of the process of Party Time, the manga. So Party Time is a manga works, a thing that you can think about like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. It's a shonen type of manga. It's like a story with visuals, a comic basically, on the sort of Japanese kind of way. Like the reason that I'm creating Party Time is to make a great manga series for the world to be able to love to read worldwide, spawn it into an anime show and live from it and beyond, because in life I believe that it is important that you can make what you love your work. And yeah, you can say then you lose your hobby, but I think that if you can find a way to monetize what you love so that you don't go with a hateful, well, like going to a job that you don't actually like to do in life and then go there for 50 years until you die, you know, doing a job every single day, a job that you hate. Like the reason for Party Time is something that I actually love to create, even though it's still difficult for me at the moment to create it or figuring out stuff, but it's a real challenge to do that. But it's also the fun thing if you can fix it, you know. And yeah, the reason that I'm creating Party Time is to put my creative juices into that story and tell a story, a manga that I always wanted to read myself. And you know, basically it's sort of a love letter from all the stuff that I enjoy and put it into a single manga series in the shonen kind of style, like with Dragon Ball, One Piece. Those are my main inspirations. And also, before I go further, I have some updates. So there are 4 new Party Time pages right now on the website ninjakees.com. In case you haven't read it yet, you can start reading it at ninjakees.com/partytime or find it at the website. If you are interested in reading the manga that I am working on for a while now. The thing is about the thing itself, I am not sure if it's like solid to stand up to the giants yet, because if you read it you can just give me your honest feedback in the comments if you want about the art, like how many stars of the 5 do you give the art quality, the story, and do you think it's a it's shonen manga. Like the chapter is not done yet, but I think the first chapter might already be too many pages. And yeah, there's still a lot of trial and error going on with this show that I'm working on. So I'm also planning to make a short one-shot of Party Time, the manga itself, or rewrite it in some way. But at least for now I have already lots of stuff to work with. Like, it's not like I have not done nothing at all. I have done quite a lot, put lots of hours into the story, but it's not enough yet, I believe, to stand up to the giants, basically, you know. Or at least I think that it's important that you want to make a great thing to be able to live from it, because like there are so many mangas out there in the world, but how many can actually, you know, live from it? You know, only the most top dogs, they can live from it, and the other ones can also live from it, probably barely, like a standard living wage that you need each month. And that's the start, you know. That's something I am building towards too, and that can only be done not only with myself but also with you ninjas and people. You cannot do everything yourself, of course, but you need to have some kind of a vision, like Arnold Schwarzenegger says, like if you need to have a clear vision what you want to create, and then, you know, build on top of it. And with Party Time, the manga itself, I also want this thing, like the start needs to be something that you can build up upon. Like when building a building, you need some sort of service that if you build on it, it won't collapse right away. And maybe at the first few times, most likely when you start first making mangas, your manga building will collapse. Like you have to practice that stuff. And even when making this manga, Party Time the Manga, it might also collapse and I have to rebuild it to make it more of a solid ground. But I think the solid ground of the thing itself needs to be yeah, strong to its core, so that you can build up on it. And of course you will improve over time, like when you see with long-running shonen manga series like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, My Hero Academia. Well, maybe not, maybe you cannot see it there already. Yeah, you probably can, like see improvement. But that's the great thing, you know, you can improve along the way. You also see the style change a bit from Dragon Ball, for example, if you read the manga, or also the anime show or One Piece. You can see that they evolve the thing, you know. So that's basically also with Party Time, that yeah, to have some sort of solid ground. And so the new 4 pages I have finished as of now, and yeah, the process is mostly the same. I played a little bit with different textures in this one, and also like I started with inking, of course, or sketching, like a really thumbnail, cheap ass looking thumbnails that maybe is not clear for other people to read, but the thumbnails are important for at least how I work with it. Like, it's not like, I can only speak from experience, you know, from what I have done so far, but I cannot speak from like that you already made it. So this is like me documenting and not creating. Well, you also create while documenting, like that Gary V says, you know, document, don't create, even though, well, documenting you kind of create as well, right? But it's like, it doesn't have to be, I don't think it needs to be perfect from the start, you know. You have to, like with these videos, it's same with the manga, it's the same thing. You just have to have something to work with and then improve on it, you know, if you have a that vision, that goal that you're working towards to. And that's also with me with Party Time the Manga. And yeah, there are ups and downs, you know. I'm also a bit slow with stuff, slacking off here and this, procrastinating and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, it's just, I guess everyone has it, or most people, but that's something, yeah, the time spending on, you know, have to balance it better, so you can put more time in that one thing, or maybe more things, like that you create. Like I have published a few short mangas. I find it easier to make short mangas. That was actually in the store, you know, because I knew a few people, and they could fix it, or I could be in the magazine here in the Netherlands, and it was actually in the store. It's really great, or at least, yeah, I think it's great that your thing actually lays there in the store. This doesn't mean, however, you can live from it, or that it's, you know, I didn't got any cash, for example, but it was the exposition, and just that you actually have finished a manga, you know, even if it's just 4 pages, it's a start. But that's from where I can speak from actually making manga stuff published, you know, into people's eyes. And yeah, you can also publish on your own website and stuff. But really, what makes it really a successful thing, that's like when you can actually live from it, right? You can stay on your own by making the manga, like have your own house and all that shit. If you can fix that, I think that's sort of a success. And yeah, success is also a term that's, you know, like it can be interpreted by different, it is different, I guess, for everyone, how you want to see it. But for me, success is that you can actually live from it and beyond, and actually also that people worldwide love to read your show, you know, because why not maximize it, or at least have a goal, you know, to go towards to. And yeah, maybe if it doesn't work, you know, but I think it's good to aim, and then it can only, you know, you get closer and closer, or it's better to aim bigger than, you know, and just do it, like the micro and the macro. Like you have micro things, the details and stuff, but also the macro, the short-term goals and the long-term. So you have like a big series, for example, and then but in between you have to put in the details that also, like it's a one kind of thing. Like if this one goal of the story, for example, a start and a finish and a middle, but then you also have what is in between that also has little starts, middles and betweens, endings, you know, like there's so many things with this show. You can also just make one volume, for example, but for what I want to create with Party Time, the goal of it is to create a series, like a long running kind of thing, and you know, just yeah, I think the ending is also important in a sense, so that you know where you're going with the story. Like maybe if you have a long series and you don't have a clear goal to the end, the ending of it, then like I think it's important that you know where you're working towards to, so you actually, you know, can keep doing it and remember why you are doing it, you know. Yeah, there's so many things to consider here. But yeah, I wanted to keep this video not too long because also I can ramble hours for this, but let's save that for another episode. But for now, these are the updates and my thoughts about Party Time currently of the creating it. Now the 4 pages are done, the 4 new pages until page 42, I believe. Like I've not numbered them all correctly yet. It's about 42, but I think a one shot is supposed to be like 40-50 pages max, like the first chapter, so it's already kind of overdue. But that's also why I want to rewrite it and recreate it. But so far, let me know just in the comments what you think of Party Time, the manga so far. You can read it at ninjakees.com/partytime if you're interested and to see actually what I have been creating, or see yeah, how the end result is so far, you know. I am now also in the stage of the thumbnails for the next few pages. I have a major, a general key where I want to go with this chapter of Party Time. But yeah, the details that are needed to be filled in. So the macro of this chapter at least is sort of already planned, and then I have to figure out the micro, the smaller details and everything. And because like even if you have the thumbnails, the layout of the when you actually make the manga pages, sometimes things or new ideas or some things change, you know, in the process. Like it's a process that needs to keep moving forward, and then to make the best that you can so far you can see. That's also the thing if you're an independent manga artist like me right now. I don't have an editor or something. I can ask some artist friends or people what they think. But I think yeah, it's handy to have an editor at some point, or like right now if you're solo or you don't have anyone, or maybe a few people, but you are yourself also the editor of your stuff, but sometimes you just don't see things that other people see. Like it's handy, I think, that you have more eyes that can see your works and have some feedback on it. And also online, if you right now read my story, for example, you can also give feedback, so you're sort of like giving the feedback as well. Doesn't mean that you are my editor or that I have to listen to what you say, that I have to change. But I think it's important to get that feedback in and do something with it, I guess. Yeah, it's a complicated thing, you know, it's not black and white, and it's a whole in-depth. This conversation can go for hours. But yeah, that's so far for Party Time, the manga. You can read it at ninjakees.com/partytime. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it so far, get something out of it, or, you know, start some conversation, comments or whatever for next videos. Yeah, the plan is to make more videos like this, or at least make more videos ASAP and not wait too long for for videos to create. But yeah, that's so far for this right now. Yeah, that's I believe is it. Let's see my notebook here. Process updates, my why, thank you. Oh yeah, okay, so that's all right. That's it for now. Thank you very much for watching once again. I hope you enjoyed some of the process and some thoughts that I had to say about the story. And yeah, are you also making your own manga? Just drop it in the comments if you have your own experience, or your own, maybe you just want to start it or whatever, just drop it in the comments, any of your thoughts about if you want to make a manga or you already have made a manga, and give me maybe some tips, or give us in the comments some tips that, you know, of course you can go on the interwebs and find all that stuff as well, but you know, this is just a video, and yeah, let's just make something out of it. If you want to, you know, share your thoughts, and if you're a manga reader, you know, you can also just say like, oh, I like this about shonen type of manga, or other types of manga, horror manga or whatever. Yeah, just drop your thoughts about it itself. So yeah, don't forget ninjakees.com/partytime if you want to see it. And yeah, so far, thank you very much for watching once again. NINJABOX Ishhh, and also thank you once again to all the patrons that have supported Partytime, the manga, and all the content here so far, financially, so to speak. If you want to, you can go to patreon.com/ninjakees and see there what the rewards are. You know, it's basically name in the credits in the manga on the website, and also in these types of videos, and also let's see, drawing videos. Yeah. So those are the rewards. It's more in detail at ninjakees.com/partytime if you want to check that out as well. So yeah, ninjas, thank you for watching once again. Good luck on your manga if you're creating it or reading it. Let me know your favorite mangas or whatever. Of all time, or you're currently reading, you know. So yeah, right now I'm just reading One Piece at the moment, so I have a lot of stuff to catch up. But so far that's my ongoing manga that I have to read when it's online. Next to that, I still have a lot of on the list to read. But yeah, there's so much content out there. So yeah, ninjas, thank you very much for watching once again. NINJABOX Ishhh, and see you ninjas the next time. NINJAKEES out.